Good evening, kings, queens, and all the in-betweens. This is Clim, and I got something a little bit different for you today. Now, it's just a demo. It's going to be a little bit shorter than what I usually make. But figure if you're looking for your Bloodborne kick with a little bit of a Link's Awakening twist, Tearscape is the game for you. Now, I have played this. As you see, I've got a save file here, but I'm going to start a new one just to kind of show you what's up with this one. The demo's pretty great. You can go check it out yourself if you're interested. But without further ado, where tears outstream the rain, the world weeps and calls it balance. You are forced to hunt. Thus, the hunt begins. Hey, wait a minute, this doesn't look like Yharnam. Anyways, yes, this game is very Bloodborne inspired in its themes and its difficulty in combat. But it's designed and it plays much like Link's Awakening. So if you like the two aforementioned game themes, you might want to check this one out. You got little tutorial signs here. Tells you about rolling. Basically, you dodge attacks. You can dodge over pits, like so. And it also lets you get around a little bit quicker. It does take stamina, so you need to watch that. And I did not mean to do that. My controls are a little messed up, but we'll deal with that later. You start with a dinky little sword here. But you do get other weapons as you go through the game, so you can kind of pick your own playstyle, so to speak. And attacking with actually really weird. Yeah, my controls definitely got messed up since I last played. As you kill enemies, you get these. You get the tears. Those are basically your souls. And you do have a map, and you can find more to expand it. Standard stuff. You can also leave markers if you hit the bumper buttons and interact on the map. You leave little pins to kind of help you out. Mark places you've been to that you need to re-explore. And there will be a lot of times you need to do a lot of backtracking, as is standard for these types of games. Also, like in Zelda, you can throw pots at enemies. Can't do anything with the rocks yet. Now this game does have pretty interesting secrets. Much like the original Zelda, you can destroy random boulders and find paths underneath them. I don't need to heal, I already wasted 2 of them. Now we're outside. This still is not Yharnam though. At last you arrive. What kept you? Your next hunt remains unconfirmed, but the grand mandate demands we act without pause. Veteran North Hunter. A graveyard is beset by vile monsters. Pass through it with resolve. Our paths will cross again once I possess further information. You are dismissed. Alright, so I just need to go north. Yeah. Kill the little dinky zombie dudes. These ones aren't much of a threat, although very quickly you will find ones with weapons that are a bit marginally more threatening than the normal ones. But very quickly this game will stop pulling its punches and throw some really nasty things at you. And in greater numbers. Oh, and if you hold roll you can run, which also depletes stamina pretty quickly. These are your safe statues. These are basically your bonfires. Save the game, you can rest, level up, you can equip tokens, which are basically accessories that you can find and give you different passive buffs. We don't have any yet, so we don't need to do that just yet. Actually, I know you can do something with this. If I remember right, there's a secret in one of these little owls. These tombstones have something in them. I don't remember how you open them though. Guess we can't do that yet. Give me the pot. No! I've played this before, but it's been a minute, so I'm definitely going to be playing a little bit terribly. You can also break things in the environment, like bushes and candles, and they can have hearts underneath them, which will heal you, much like Zelda. So it's definitely worth breaking anything you can find. Not just for resources to heal, but also some secrets are hidden underneath them. Here lies a servant of the transmuted order. He offered his flesh to the tear so that knowledge might endure. From his sacrifice, Seraph was born. Those sparklers you see are environmental interactives. You can get lore from them. There's also some side quests that are reliant on them. I'm about to die. What's this guy? Greetings, stranger. Might I trouble you with a small request? Have you noticed the notes left upon certain gravestones? I'm researching the death of a man named Brum. I believe he once served the Grand Mandate. I seek his grave, yet I have lost my way. Should you find it, inform me. I will see your effort rewarded. I know I had a really weird accent with that, but I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. But basically, we need to look for a tombstone belonging to Bram. And if I remember right, completing that side quest, he'll give you a choice of tokens. He turned his face from the hunt. Those who enforced balance noticed. The silence followed. More lower stuff. More annoying flying bat monsters. Ow. I know I could break one of these, I don't remember which one. Also, getting more stamina is definitely beneficial for getting around faster. Oof, I almost didn't make that. And of course the platforming. You can't have one of these games without a little bit of me falling into pits, because I suck. Also platforming. Ooh. I believe this gets us a token if I remember right. Alright, you had to break those. Oh, never mind, it's a new weapon. The dagger is kind of useless, but if you like attacking faster, and don't mind the risk of being close to enemies, especially the tougher ones, might be your weapon. Actually, I'll try it out, just to show you guys. Oop. Getting back's a little bit more challenging, although I made it look easy because I rock. Well, and then I do that, ignore that. I didn't just fall into a pit saying I rock. Yep, I knew it. Okay, here's a little bit of a... Oh, I'm not going to risk that. Now this I remember taking you to a token. I see those little bats on the wall down there. They're going to mess with me. Oh, I didn't even notice. I took a hit. And like a typical Souls game, when you die, you drop your resources, your tears in this game. When you die, you have to go recollect them. I think it's also similar to Bloodborne, where enemies can steal them, and you have to kill that enemy to get them back. We'll find out when I get back to that point. I'm going to ignore the enemies going up there. I ain't found Bram yet, sir. You can wait. Yeah, this is the kind of game I can definitely dig. I like Link's Awakening. I like Bloodborne. This is a very comfy little combination of both. But it's got kind of its own little charm, which I like. What I don't like are these bat assholes. And I'm not watching my health, so I died again. Wonderful. I'm sure when you guys try this, you'll do a lot better than I will. Because despite me liking these games, I'm not very good at them. But that's part of the fun. No, we're not going to tempt fate yet again. Get my stuff back. I'm going to get that token. and all will be right in the world. Well, I keep going the different way. That chest up there, by the way, is the end of the path I'm going to. I think. How much damage are these things doing to me anyways? I didn't even really look. Not quite half health. Just enough. Wonderful. Alright, we'll leave that path for later. This is a demonstration of the game. I don't have the key yet. Where am key, dude? I don't have this part of the map either. So I'm gonna go find that. I think it was the other direction from where I was going. Up north. No, I don't want to talk to you yet. I know. Shut up. Like any other NPC in a Souls game, just rattles on. I must have got hit twice by something in there, because it should take 3 hits to take me down from those bats. But they managed to 2-cap me somehow. Although I think when I got to this point in my solo playthrough, I was pretty well leveled up. I basically spent most of the time just grinding tears at the bottom area. Die, zombie. Nobody likes you. That's mean. I'm sure somebody out there likes you. I don't. But this guy, fuck this guy. Nobody likes this guy. Look at him. Okay, so got a little something interesting here. Little color-coded thing. This is actually part of a puzzle. You definitely have to keep an eye on the environment as you go through these rooms, because some of them will have, basically keynotes that you can look at for puzzles that are later on. So you know the first of 4 markings is green. Bat assholes can get on my face. You're not worth it. I'm gonna leave you alone. There's another one. See 2 other marks. It doesn't say with the position, but it says that there's silver and gold next to each other. So green, silver, and gold. There's a rock there I can't do anything with. Ow. I didn't mean to do that. Damn controls. We do have a map though. And some lore. They feared a creature they could not command. Rather than lose control, they took his life. So the keepers of order cut him down. Oh, you fucker. I wasn't doing anything to you. You hit me with a stick. How dare you? How dare you hit me with a stick? And here's your key. These are basically the small keys from Zelda. You can use them on any locks that you find. You will end up using all of them, so I don't think it really matters which one you take first if you have options. Oh, you guys. Do not speak until you properly bow to the glory of Lord Barrett. Barant. Hello, Barant. Greetings, traveler. Pace no mind as we pass. I am Barant, and this young man is Tobin, my apprentice. I am a historian, seeking to understand the world and set its history to record. Even in decay, knowledge must be preserved for those who come after. Haha, get it? If any yet will. I see you're a Expedition 33 fan. Fan? Fant. Man, now I want a Fanta. Anyways, can I break these yet? I don't remember. Nope, I can make them dance though. That doesn't help me, but it probably puts them in a good mood. Call me Clim, the rock tickler. What's over this way? Any more rocks I can tickle? Any tombstones I can brock? Brock all the things. Nope. I think one of these was a keynote. Okay, this is a puzzle, and I think I just passed the... So, if I remember right, these are all different types of tombstones. You have to hit them in the order of how many there are. So let's take a look back at this room. Four of the small ones, 3 of the cracked ones, 2 of the squares, and 1 small cracked one. Crack block, small. Right? Crack, block, and small. I'm a genius! Nobody saw that. There's a gem! Okay, this is a shard thing. I've never found enough of those to get the benefit from them in my other playthrough, but it's probably because you can't for the demo. But I also think, if I remember right, they updated the demo since I last played it, so they added more stuff to do. And I remember when I last played, I kind of got stuck, so maybe they might have fixed that. I do quite enjoy games like this. I am a big Zelda fan. And making a Zelda-like game with a dash of Bloodborne is a pretty interesting idea. Oh, what was that? Did I read that one? Wait. I think this is the one I needed. Here lies Bram. Yeah, that's the one that guy was looking for. A faithful keeper of the balance. Laid to rest by those who questioned it. Nope. No, I was trying to dodge. I don't want to fight. Bats. Always bats. I still haven't found that puzzle yet. I'm not going to run into this like an idiot. Ooh, I almost ran into that like an idiot. That would have been really dumb of me. I'm going to ignore that until I find a shortcut, because I'm about to die and I have no more healing, because I'm an idiot and used all of them. Now, I know there's a shortcut nearby. There we go. This should take us right to the statue. Alright, all topped up, all healed up. Let's go get into mischief. Get out of the way, I want stuff. Wow. Magnificent display. I know. Yeah, this game is not merciful to the, also this dagger sucks. Not merciful to the careless. Also, I think you've seen enough of the dagger. I'm switching back to the cutlass. That almost knocked me in the hole. That would have been very rude of him. It's another key. Where does it take me? Let us find out together. It's my key. You cannot have it, sir. Oh, you stupid bat. Okay, so this is basically the last piece of this puzzle. So we know green's the first one. We saw silver and gold together. So it's going to be green, blue, silver, and gold. Now we just need to find where that puzzle is. If I remember right, it was down here somewhere. Kill some flowers, get some health. Oh, I hate this part. The little things on the ground that will slow you down. You can't roll on them or run. Oh, I'm an idiot. Also, I haven't leveled up yet. That's to my detriment. That is entirely to my detriment. Oh, this guy's gonna kick my ass. Let's leave him alone. That is basically a one-shot kill, if I remember right. And he is very aggressive. Like, way more aggressive than these guys, if you can believe that. Yep. Now, I don't want to show too much of the demo because I want you guys to try this out yourselves if you're interested. But this is basically just a short little demonstration of gameplay and also me sucking at video games. If you like either, let me know in the comments. Maybe try this game out yourself, let me know what you think. I do believe it's already out, the full version, so if the demo sells you, then that might be an easy purchase. But for now, I'm going to go maybe get myself killed a few more times and cry in a corner or something. But to the rest of you, hope you guys have a good night.